Hey guys, it's Marissa, kitchentablestamper.com. We're playing around with StreamYard again, so when you find me, give a comment, let me know if it's working. I hope we're broadcasting to YouTube this time as well as to Facebook. Got a really cute project for you. And I'll give you a minute to find me. Ah, yes. Hey, Maria. Looks like Maria's on Facebook watching. Awesome. Got a little Dove Candy treat box for you today. And this is a little 4-piece box. It's like a little pizza box. My friend Rie, who was a demonstrator on my team, on my kitchenettes team while she was here in the US, designed a little pizza box. She gave me a Valentine version of this. And I said to her, "Thank you, Rie. You know I'm going to take it apart, figure it out, and make it." So this is this design is courtesy of Ray Hara, and I'm so excited to share it with you today. It took me a little while to get the measurements after I deconstructed her little treat box. We're going to use the Forever Friendship stamp set, new from the holiday catalog. Hey, Tony, thanks for sharing. It's blurry, huh? Hey, Violet, it says it's blurry. Got any idea what's going on? Okay. I'm going to try taking for our big living room window. So I'm going to have you in the background for now. Okay. Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm going to see if we're getting a clearer picture. Okay. It looks really clear to me, and I did just take off my Wi-Fi. Let's play with the settings a little bit. Thanks for being patient with me while I figure it out. Will you look on the Facebook and see how it looks for you?
I was looking on YouTube and it was pretty blurry.
YouTube?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Hey, you guys. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Gina. Looks like Gina's on Facebook. I don't see any blur at all. This is crazy. All right, I did take off my Wi-Fi to see if that does anything for me. Are you guys still seeing blurry? Let me know. Hey, Janie. Hi, Marla. Just checked, both are blurry, and they're both blurry. How in the world is that even possible? It's got to be StreamYard. Let's see. I'm just checking some settings real quick. Good morning, Robin. Hey, Carol. A lot of blur, huh? Oh boy, technology. That's interesting. Verna says it's clear. That is so strange. I know that it'll be clear on the replay because I'm seeing completely clear. Hi, Minda, I'm glad you're here. Are you guys, is it blurry or clear? We're getting like mixed reviews now at this point. Gina's checking Facebook. Thank you. Hi, Kay. I'm glad you're here. Kay shared. Thank you. I might have to restart without StreamYard if we're really having too much blurry. Hey, Tina. Let's see. Hey, Dolores. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Gina. I might have to find you all again, though, if this blurriness doesn't resolve itself. Facebook is blurry. And Brenna says I'm on Facebook. It's all clear. This is not fun. What if you went out and came back in just one place? That's what I might have to do, unfortunately. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. Yep. I might have to exit. I might have to exit and go back in. One day I'm going to get this StreamYard stuff. I really like it for comments. It's so much better. Gina says maybe just start over. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start over because more people are saying it's blurry.
Exit,
Uh-huh.
and then the computer will keep it running.
Uh-huh.
Try and join back in.
Okay, so what do I want to do here, Violet? How do I want to exit? Because every time I do this, it just... I tried it again. Tell me now. Facebook looks good until I cast it on TV. Sorry. Oh, you guys. All right, I got out and then I got back in. Let's see how that... Did that help? Give me some feedback. I might have to start all over again. I tried just getting out and back in. Is that enough? How's it look? Oh, Cindy says perfect. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I would be able to keep up with... Kay says better. Awesome. Awesome. All right. And I see a really good, clear picture too. So I'm sure that my replay is going to be... Marlis is still blurry. Some are blurry and some are not. How is that even possible? You think so? Okay, Tina says I switched to Facebook. YouTube is bearable. It's just a little dark. Okay, let me see. We can... it's such a dark day here. I don't know that there's much I can do about dark. It's gonna rain here like crazy. Still blurry. All right. Well, I did do a clean video of this for YouTube, so YouTube will have a clean video after. But I think just for the sake of getting a good live, I'm going to get out of StreamYard and do Facebook through Facebook without StreamYard. Cute treat box, the best candy to give. I love their messages inside the wrapper. I know, aren't they great? And this little box is so cute. Went back to Facebook. Facebook looks better, says Nancy. Blurry but bearable. All right, switch to the computer. So I became you again, but now I'm me again. Does it look more clear, Jackie? Some are saying it's bearable, and some are saying it's better, and some are saying perfect. So here's my question. Do I keep going? I know that the replay will be perfect because I'm seeing a perfect video, and I also have a clean video already prepared for YouTube. So what do you guys think? Should I just keep going? Is it, oh, Gina says Facebook looks better. Jackie says it looks better. Kathleen says keep going. Kay says yes. All right, then I'm going to do it, and we're going to learn as we go. There will definitely be a replay as soon as I'm done. And there's a clean video already recorded for it, and that'll be on YouTube later tonight. All right, hopefully before dinner time. All right, so here's our little project. And we're going to make a little 4-piece box. So we'll start with stamping and fussy cutting our little typewriter, and that'll give us some time to see. Viewers should go to settings and change the quality. Tammy says viewers should go to settings and change the quality. See if that works for you guys, okay? Switch to YouTube, and it's blurry on that too. All right, check. Tina just, or was it Tammy? No, Tammy just said Viewers should go to settings and change the quality. So you guys see how that works. All right, I'm gonna start with some just stamping and fussy cutting while you guys try your settings. I've got some basic black and some basic white. My ink pads are Poppy Parade. Hey, Tammy, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Kay, I'm glad you like the box. It's so cute. Nancy says we can chat now and watch clean later. That's it. Hopefully we have no trouble on the replay and the clean video is already made. So. Oh, Tina says my settings didn't change anything. It's not fair to make me hungry. I'm sorry, Dolores. I got these little salad dudes. This one's dark chocolate and sea salt caramel. And I knew I was gonna make this box, and I have a matchbox style slider that we're gonna do later. I also bought dark chocolate and mint swirl. And I just love the wrappers. They really are. They kind of contribute to the overall design. I love when a candy is beautiful and we can wrap it up and make it even cuter. Hi, Peggy. I'm glad you're here. All right, I'm gonna just swipe a little embossing buddy on my basic black cardstock. If you haven't noticed, there is an embossing kit now, and it includes the buddy. So the buddy's back. I've got over here Poppy Parade, Versamark, and Memento Tuxedo Black ink. We're gonna stamp this little typewriter from Forever Friendship a couple of times in a few different colors. Tony says, love Dove chocolates, or most chocolates, LOL. I think you're in good company. I'm gonna do my Versamark first. We're doing the typewriter on black. I want all those little keys to get stamped. So I'm gonna ink up really good and give my ink a second to transfer. Nancy says, I do love the candy wrappers. They're just such great colors. Dove has got awesome flavors and lots of different colors to choose from. You can match them up with what you're doing for your wrappers. All right, there's my Versamark, and now I'm going to bring in some white embossing powder. I keep mine in these little, I guess they're kind of throwaway containers, like Glad or Ziploc, and they can get off brands too. I'm going to put my little typewriter into the container. That's why I use these, because I can just put my typewriter into the container. No embossing powder goes out of the container at any time, which really helps keep everything clean and tidy. So there's my little typewriter. We're going to set that aside while we put away the embossing powder and wipe off the stamp, because we're going to switch colors now, and then we'll heat that one. And clean out my chamois, my simple chamois. So I got a little baby wipe here. And while the stamp dries, we're going to hit this with a little heat. Nancy says the nice things inside of the wrappers, right? It's a little bonus. The treat is great. Oh, okay. All right, so we got a clothespin, the typewriter, my heat tool. We're gonna heat. Okay. All right, I think I melted my typewriter without melting any of my candy. Did you see that? I had to push them out of the picture because I was afraid the heat was going to soften them. All right, now on our white, we need the page. So I'm going to ink just the page here with Memento Tuxedo Black. And then wipe the stamp again. Give it just a second to dry. Get rid of this ink pad. We're going to stamp 2 more times so we can get that little thank you, thank you, thank you in Poppy Parade. Nancy says, I love the idea of doing the typewriter on black with white embossing powder. Isn't it just such a nice stark contrast? And it gives it kind of that old-fashioned typewriter feeling. I love it too. And no coloring. We still have to fussy cut because we're going to paper piece, but no coloring, and that's always a bonus. I like to color, don't get me wrong. All right, so we've got our 2 thank yous. And I stamped my table a little bit. Let's clean that up. All right, get rid of Poppy Parade here. You can emboss with photopolymer stamps. I've only used red rubber stamps. Yes, you can emboss with photopolymer stamps. You're going to find that the little bit sticky residue from your Versamark clings around on those too, just the same way that it clings around on the red rubber. The one you have to be careful with photopolymer, Kathleen, is stays-on ink, because the solvents in the stays-on ink will actually degrade your photopolymer. So Versamark's okay. It's going to make your stamp sticky, but that's kind of what Versamark does. And just use a good cleaner. Use the mist from Stampin' Up! That'll cut that sticky residue. But when you're using photopolymer, don't use a lot of stays-on. Tammy says it gives it dimension. I agree. It really does a lot. It's got kind of the contrast is nice. It looks kind of realistic, like an old-fashioned typewriter. You notice that I'm just cutting with a little edge around the black so we keep that nice complete outside white line. And then for our page, we're going to just leave a bit that we can glue. So then we're going to take the white one, go right up against the edge where it overlaps the typewriter, then out a little bit, leave a white border. So the white border around the page is going to line up with the little black border around the typewriter itself. And then because we're paper piecing, where the page is in the typewriter, cut right on the line. When you're paper piecing, you cut on the stamped line. When you're just fussy cutting something out, you cut a little edge, leave a little bit of a border. And the reason for the border is because then you've got a nice, clean, crisp line. The stamped line keeps its integrity, and it draws the attention off any imperfections that you might have done in your fussy cutting. We're going to cut out 2 of the little thank you, and I'm just kind of bubble cutting. You could go a smooth heart if you wanted to, but I'm doing kind of a little bubble cut around. And there's no prize for cutting it out in one piece, so make your life easy and cut away the excess. We're going to do 2 of these. There's going to be one on the outside and then one on the inside. I just love this thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the typewriter, all heart-shaped. Cute, right? All right, then one more for inside. Just a quick little, and I'm just like wiggle cutting it. You see, I use my left hand to just rock the paper back and forth while my right hand just closes the scissors. It's pretty simple. The eye doesn't follow a wiggly line as well as it follows a smooth line too. So I'm doing the little wiggly line because then I don't have to have a perfectly balanced heart, smooth heart shape, because your eye isn't going to follow that wiggly line as much as it would follow a straight line. Let's assemble our typewriter. Early Valentine's Day project. Yes, this would be very good for Valentine's, but it's also a good one for any time because of the thank you greeting. We all need a little thank you thing once in a while. I find myself very thankful lately to a couple of friends who are helping us settle in our chickens. Oh my goodness. It's a good idea until it's not. They're growing fast. I'm being crazy. All right, I'm going to adhere my page with liquid glue, my thank you with dimensional, and there is the focal piece for our box. Now let's make the box. set this one aside for just a minute. Let me show you. We're going to use that one inside in case you're just joining me later. We're going to put that one in the lower right with a thank you, and then 3 of the little stitched heart. I already cut a couple of the little stitched heart. So I'll put those aside too. We'll cut another one in just a minute. My box is, if you knew how many times I had to make this box in order to get the measurements, because like I said, I took Rie's apart. And it was very interesting trying to figure out the measurements so that the candy fit in the bottom and the top slid over the bottom without bending or crunching the bottom or tearing the top where our thumb notch is. So it was I think I made this box in 5 different measurements, 4 different measurements, and made it about 5 different times before I finally got it to work. So here's the template with the measurements. You don't have to do it, I will. Now, I do printable project sheets for all these projects on the blog. So later on tonight, kitchentablestamper.com, you'll be able to find a printable project sheet. And on the printable project sheet will be the measurements and the photograph of the template so you know where to score and where to cut. All right, let me get my Simply Score tool. We'll start off on the 6 and 9/16 inch side. Now, that extra 16th is really important, and where you put it is really important too, and that's where I was having some trouble. So let's do this way. You can, with your paper trimmer, score the 6 and 9/16 inch side at 1/2, 1, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 6 and 1/16. But because we're using the Simply Score tool, let me show you how you're going to do those same measurements on this tool. All right, we're going to start with the 6 and 9/16 inch side. We'll score at 1/2, 1, 3 1/4, 3 3/4. Now we can't get 6 and 1/16. We have 6 and 1/8 here, right? So we're just going to flip end over end and then score at 1/2 inch. Right, so if you're using your Simply Score tool, you can just flip that around, and that extra 16th of an inch ends up in here when you score at 1/2. All right, then rotate once to the right, score at 1/2, 1 inch, and then score the other 4 1/4 inch side at 1/2 and 1 inch. So that's our box. Now let's cut according to the template. I got my phone folder, work the scores. Kay says, thank you for that. We said we're going to do a contest when we have a live event at a venue for future Camp Wanna Stamp. Hey, Kim. Hi, Charlotte. I'm glad you're here. Jackie says you worked hard on that. Yeah, well, you were here, but do you know that I did it like 5 more times? Because I had to figure out where to put the center tabs, and I did it wrong once, and I'll explain why there is a right place to adhere the center tabs, because I learned the hard way. Oh my goodness, it was quite the project. I said the next time somebody gives me a gift, they have to give it to me with the measurements. All right. Kathleen says very cute. Jackie says around a love note, anniversary, wedding, birthday. Yeah, this little box will be good for everything. And then it'll be fun to decorate for Halloween and Christmas and decorate it in different ways for Valentine's Day. So this is definitely a box that I think you'll use again and again. All right, worked all my score lines. We're going to start with the 2 1/2-inch scores on the left side. And we're going to cut off the 2 squares in the corner. So go a little bevel cut and a little bevel cut, and get rid of those two in the corner. Same thing here, little bevel cut, little bevel cut. Now we're going to work our tabs. Our tabs are next. We want these little tabs, glue tabs here, and we want this to stay nice and straight so we get clean corners. So we're going to cut to the right of the score line straight. Then we'll make a bevel cut, get rid of that score line, and then cut off what's left of this square, this little trapezoid piece right here. And there's your glue tab. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to go this time, cut off the score line. The box should be nice and straight, but the tab can have a bevel. So cut a little V, get rid of this. These little bevels make your tabs easier to hide when you close up the box. All right, so now we've done those first 2 1/2 inch. Now we're going to go down and do our center tabs. So we want to go nice and straight along the box here and bevel down the tab. So cut a little angle cut. Yeah, that could be a little bit more angle on the tab here. And then you're going to go straight along the box over here and angle on the tab. And then cut off the little trapezoid on the end here again. And then same thing for this side. This is the important part to keep straight along the box. And then when you cut an angle on the tab, it's easier to hide that glue tab. And you don't end up with any little edges sticking up at the corners. And then same with this side, straight along the box and angle along the tab. And then cut off the trapezoid. Now we're on this last section here. We're going to liberate this long rectangle and this little square. So let's cut off the one above it. Little square, long rectangle, goodbye. Same on this side. Little square and the long rectangle. Those are scrap. And here, straight along the box and angle along the tab. And then you can angle slightly here. And then last one, straight along the box, angle along the tab, and then a little trim to hide the tab. Now we have a black box, right, according to the template. I love this box, even after, oh, Anna says I'm freezing on and off. Let's see if this helps. All right, don't worry. I think our replay is going to be clear on Facebook, and I did do a clean video. All right, did that help any? Early in 2000, I made over 200 of this type of boxes for good friend's wedding. The hardest part is I adhered gold gift wrapping paper to poster board. What a labor of love. Oh, that sounds like a labor of love. All right. So on the outside of our box, we're going to put glue, your choice. I'm using tear and tape. You can use liquid glue, but you'll have to hold each of these corners. You could use fast fuse if you've still got some of that. I do. I should really pull it down and make a point of using it. I loved that adhesive. I'm sure Snail Plus would work. I don't use the Seal Plus adhesive, but I'm sure that'll work for this. You just need something strong. And the inside of the box, you're going to put glue on these long tabs on the sides and then across the front of the box. Before we assemble, we're going to put a little thumb notch because that makes everything easier. Let's grab our Simply Score tool, bring the box in. We've got a centering ruler here, so 0, and we're looking for equal distance on both sides from the 0. And I just go to the score, and we're going to have it at 1 1/8 because this is 2 1/4 inch box. And then just mark by pressing, or you can use a pencil. And I'm going to use my little retired 1/2 inch punch to do a thumb notch here, but if you don't have a 1/2 inch punch, you can use probably a 3/4. Just don't put it all the way halfway in, you know, go a little more shallow. We're about to do some die cutting with this little heart from Give It a Whirl. So you could just lay the little heart, the little hump, one of the humps, and crank through and get your thumb notch that way. All right, let's assemble this dude. I need you to take your pick tool. We're going to start with the 6 tabs. All right, you want to do those first. And we're going to pay close attention to these inside tabs because they make a difference on how your box, your finished closed box looks. If you adhere them to the bottom, then this edge at the corner is going to gape out. So when you put this together, you have to be sure to adhere these tabs to the top of the box. Now the top of the box is the one without the double enforced sides. So we're going to lift up and do the top front and then the top back. The top is the one without the double enforced sides. Put that together there. And what that does is keeps this from pulling out from the side. Your double enforced bottom will give you a nice sturdy, although open edge on the back. So it's really important. I did one of the second to last or third to last one that I did. I'd made so many of these boxes trying to get it to just close nicely and look nice closed. One of the last ones I did, I put the tabs to the bottom of the box, and it was a mistake for the overall finish. It really did gape a lot at the back of the box. The sides kind of went out and left a gaping edge. Now we can do the inside tape, and we're just going to fold these in to reinforce the sides, which gives us a nice strong box to pull away. So now you just hold this in just a little bit, give it just a little squeeze so it tucks, and look at how easy it closes. You don't have to fold this or push it. It just slides right over because you have that extra 1/16. So instead of being 6 inches, it's 6 1/16, and that extra 1/16 here makes all the difference. All right, let's decorate our candies and get them in there. Set this aside for a minute. I've already done the little thank you. We cut it out. I've got a couple of these little hearts from the Give It a Whirl dies that cut with Happy Parade cardstock. And then while we're running, let's do some embellishments for the outside of our box too. And that is going to be with the cracker and treat box hearts. I love these 3 little hearts all in one pass. They make a cute little pop of color on any card or project. And the nice part is you can do a little kind of visual triangle, a little group of 3, and it only takes 1 pass through the machine. So it's a nice little wingman die. And that cracker and treat box is adorable. I have it on my list. I did a list yesterday of things that I want to make and do, and then I'm going to schedule kind of when they're going to be in. I want to make more of those cracker and treat boxes because they're just so adorable. Oh, there's a take your pick tool under my machine. Makes it much harder to give it a roll. Well, a roll across the table was easy. Okay. Is there enough room on the inside of the box for a little note? It's a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 bottom with a 2 1/4 by 2 3/16 top. So you could absolutely, if you've got a little die cut thing small enough, you could stamp a little greeting and stick it into the lid of the box. Absolutely. Or you could cut out a little tag or a little piece and lay it right on top of the chocolates if you wanted to. And that's an option. So as long as it's smaller than 2 1/8 square, give or take, it'll fit right in there. All right, we've got all of our hearts. We've got all of our chocolates. Let's put them on with a mini glue dot. Here they are. Hi, Annie. I'm glad you're here. We're making a cute little Dove chocolate candy box today. I'm going to have the project sheet and the template on the blog for you later today if you're interested. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for saying hi. We're glad you're here. Cut a Post-it note sheet to size, and you've got a note. Actually, the little 1 and what are they, 1 1/2 by 2? The little square Post-its, you could put them in there and just stick it right on the inside. It might be especially cute with the typewriter too, because it's got kind of an office-y theme. That would actually maybe be pretty cute. Got the right color, 1 1/2 by 2. You can stick them right in there. All right, so we're gonna do little hearts. I'm making sure that my candies go the same way because there's a wide side and there's a tall side, and I want them all with the tall side. And all to go the same direction. Otherwise, they look a little wonkadoodle in there. If you've got them in on varying directions, 1 wide one and 3 tall ones, it'll look pretty. It'll look pretty obvious. All right, so there's our decorated candies to match the outside. Super simple. And as much as I love the colors of the Dove wrappers, it bothers me that they don't all say Dove in the same direction and look exactly the same. So we're going to camouflage Dove and just get the swirls behind our sweet little hearts. And just hold the back so that it goes into the front, and the top will just slide right over. Nice and easy. It's snug enough that it won't come open, but it also doesn't tear for the lack of space or make you crunch the bottom. So the measurements, they took me a while to work out, but they're really good. This is a good template. Let's get some designer series paper. I have a piece. Now, because of that extra 16th inch, you want your designer series paper to be 2 1/8 by 2 3/16. So it's going to be 1/16 longer in the vertical direction than in the horizontal direction. All right, there's our designer series paper, and it is from, that's the back with the fireworks. It is from the new Host paper. So if you have not seen this one, this is definitely something worth putting in your own workshop order or hosting a workshop, gathering a couple orders from friends, because this Celebrate Everything paper is really something to celebrate everything. So I'm going to just flip some of the patterns really quick. I love that Christmas one with the gingerbreads. I've shuffled this up a little bit. Look at this. So whether you've got birthdays or spring or fall or look at these. Aren't these two awesome? Again, awesome birthday paper. We've got some great geometrics, beautiful colors, Poppy Parade. There's Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, Mango Melody, Pacific Point. I love this one. We've got all seasons and any season. So Halloween, we've got stripes and checks and ginghams and plaids, and look at the stars. I love those stars. These ornaments, this is probably my favorite pattern. Oh, I just said 2 of them are my favorite. And then little bows, some nice green dashes, the Christmas trees. You can color those in. That would be pretty awesome. Or black and white, nice and modern. The one that we're using today. Okay, I think that's all of them. You get this big brick of paper, and you cannot buy it, but you can earn it for free when you host an order or when you host a workshop. Cindy says, adorable project. Thank you, Cindy. My OCD heart appreciates you getting the chocolates all the same. Right? It's just got to be that way. Thanks for showing the papers. I'll have to get them. I got the ones from annual catalog. The ones from the annual catalog are really fun, springy, summer. They all have the same color palette. They work really fun, kind of mix and match, where these are kind of an everything pack. I'm glad you liked seeing them. They are totally my speed. I'm using Sweet Sorbet twine. It's Sweet Sorbet and white. It's from the In Color pack. The In Color pack, you get all 5 in colors. I'm just going to tie a bow way off to the left side. And like I said, it's Sweet Sorbet, but we're using Poppy Parade ink and cardstock, and it looks great together. You'll find that this pack of twine works really well with the In Colors, but it can totally be stretched to some of the current colors too. So like Sweet Sorbet, you could get away with this with Real Red, and you can get away with this with the Poppy Parade. Parakeet Party, of course, with Parakeet Party, but it works great with Granny Apple Green. And then the Starry Sky, of course, Starry Sky, but you can do it with Night of Navy. And the Tahitian Tide, again, with Tahitian Tide, or with the Pacific Point. I couldn't remember the name of that one, and I had just said it a minute ago. All right, I can't find my ribbon scissors, so we're going to hope that we can cut this away without shredding it a little bit. My paper scissors just bounce off ribbon. It's terrible. They're so dull. Shredded. All right, there we go. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals because we got treats, so expect double, triple dimensionals when I got a treat going on. This is so cute. Love it. I'm so glad you love it. And I'm really hoping that you will try this project. If you try this project You do it for a different season or a different occasion, whatever you decide to do with it. Halloween is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas. For winter, if you do this treat box, please share it on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft social. The we're always I was going through comments because I'd fallen behind on them a little bit. I'm still working out some stuff. I got some tests that still need to be done. I'm going tomorrow for an ultrasound and stuff, and so I'm taking it back a little bit. I'm getting organized and kind of trying to decide where do I want my classes and things to go, since I'm doing going through this anyway. I'm just taking it back a little bit. And so I was going through and just catching up on stuff in the craft socials, everything that you guys have done and shared. And I have to say, there were about 4 or 5 times when I felt the urge to go grab a stamp set or a tool or try something that you guys have shared. It's such an inspiring place. And it was nice to, from a place of, not really feeling super creative lately, to see everything that you guys are doing was such an inspiration to me. So I'm sure that it's an inspiration to you too. So if you share this project, you make it a little different, be sure to share with us. We'd love to see how you case the project and make it your own for your own occasions, okay? So will you guys do that if you make this? Share on the Craft Social? Linda says, I'll definitely be making this one. Time for a shakeup. Oh, time for a shakeup. Yeah, we're shaking things up a little bit with how I'm going to offer classes, and it's gonna be the same for the Stampa Stacks, but we're gonna shake up some other things just a little bit. Now's a good time to do it, you know? I tried YouTube and you were fuzzy, but you are here too. Sandy, some people are having a trouble with blurry. I'm so sorry. Some say it's perfect and some say it's blurry. I'm trying to use StreamYard. And so I'm almost done here. I'm gonna adhere my paper with dimensionals, my typewriter with dimensionals. And as soon as I get this guy done, I'm gonna post the replay right away and we'll see if it clears out for the replay. But right before I did this live video, I did a clean video for YouTube. And if this video is still blurry, I'll post the clean edited video right after, and it'll be on the blog tonight. So I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on, if it's a StreamYard thing or what. What makes me concerned is some people say that it's perfect and looks good, and some people are saying that it's still blurry. So I don't know. Technology. Check your autofocus. Let's see. I wonder if that. See, I usually keep my autofocus locked, but I didn't see a place to do it within StreamYard. That's a good, I will check that setting, Nancy, and figure out how I can play with that setting in StreamYard, because that could be it. I have a problem. Sometimes I forget to lock my autofocus when I'm doing videos, so I definitely know how that can affect things. I don't see the camera twitching to fix it though. What a mess of technology. Thanks for sharing, even though we're a bit fuzzy today, right? We are a little bit fuzzy today. It was not blurry when I first arrived, and then it got blurry. That's interesting too. So is it I see you're on Facebook. All right, we're gonna keep playing with it though, because I really do like the idea of being able to interact on different platforms. I just don't want to have to do it fuzzy. And then it says very blurry. And I don't see blurry at all. I see beautiful. All right, let me glue these guys on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out and publish the replay. And then we'll go see if it's blurry on the replay too. All right, so there's our little tree box. Thanks for bearing with me, even though it's blurry. It changes as you move around. It does. Okay, so it changes for you guys as it moves around. It doesn't change for me. All right, stay around if you want to. I'm going to play around and see if there's an autofocus setting on here. I'm on settings, camera settings. All right, let's see. Camera facing back. Yep, that's what we want. That camera, that's one we always use. No, I don't see any autofocus settings here. Let me go back and see what else we can see. General settings, shift videos up, video avatars, automatically add screens. This is so crazy. You guys, I have broadcast quality, but I can't seem to change it. It says high definition and it doesn't give me anything to change. That's interesting. Audio layouts, guests. All right, I'll play around with settings more next time to see what we can do. But thank you so much for helping me learn. I really appreciate it. Katie says it started out clear, then turned blurry for me as well. Crazy. Why would it shift like that? All right, let's do this. I'm going to sign out of here, sign off and sign out. I will give you guys a clean video as soon as possible. And I'll actually post that clean video on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube, just so that it's there. And as soon as I'm done here, I can have the option to post the replay, publish the replay. I'll publish the replay and we'll see if it's nice and clear in a replay. You guys, thank you for being so patient with me. I hope you love the project and you'll come and grab the project sheet and check out the clean video. If you've got any questions, you can email Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up! Or to join, there's a great special right now, $99 to join the Kitchenettes. Get $125 in product. You can choose it from the new holiday catalog or any other current merchandise. And you get an awesome planner bundle for free when you join. You can do that at marissaelvarez.stampinup.net and then click shop or join. You guys are all saying it started out clear, but it got blurry. All right, see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Maybe not through StreamYard though. Oh, what a traumatic day. You guys are so good to me. Have a happy weekend. And I will see you back here. Kitchenettes, we have our team meeting on Monday, the 11th at 11. Our craft along will be part of the team meeting. Look out for an email tonight or tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow morning, with your project sheet for our craft along. I have Coffee and a Mystery card on Thursday the 14th at 2 p.m. in the craft social group. And Friday the 15th, I'll be live at noon right here. Katie says the planner bundle that comes with the starter kit now is gorgeous. I agree. It is gorgeous. Everybody have a great weekend. Judy says best quality choice I had was 720. Yep, me too. 720 is my best quality choice. All right, everybody have a great weekend. I'm going to get that replay posted right away. Let's see if it's clear. Thanks for watching, you guys. Jackie says, I have a great idea. Let's sign off and then make another project. I can't. I got to go make a blog post for this project. We'll make another project tomorrow. Bye, you guys. Have a great weekend. Catch me on the replay or check the blog, kitchentablestamper.com, tonight for a clean video and project sheet.